I'd been dreading this travel day for weeks, a 5-hour train ride that I knew would be grueling. I have a heart defect that makes standing for long periods tough, so I planned ahead, booking a reserved seat to ensure I'd be comfortable. When I boarded the packed train, I was exhausted but relieved to have my spot waiting, except it wasn't. A woman was sitting in my assigned seat, her partner across from her at the table. I approached politely, showed her my ticket, and said, "I think that's my seat. Could you move, please?" She glanced at her ticket, mumbled something about sitting in the wrong spot, and looked down, not budging. I repeated, a bit firmer, that it was my seat and I needed it. That's when her partner jumped in, his tone sharp and aggressive. He told me to find another seat. I looked around. The carriage was full, not a single empty spot. I explained I'd booked this seat specifically and there was nowhere else to go. He raised his voice, saying someone else was in their seats and that his partner was pregnant. I get it. Pregnancy's no joke, and I felt for her. But I wasn't in great shape either. I mentioned my heart condition, saying everyone has their struggles, and I needed my seat just as much. Maybe it was a mistake, but I also told him to stop speaking to me so aggressively. That set him off. He started swearing, saying I should be ashamed. I asked him to stop, but he kept going, even after I sat down when the woman finally moved. It didn't end there. He kept berating me, saying I must feel real good about myself now that I had my seat. I didn't respond. I was done engaging. It felt pointless, and I was shaking from the confrontation. I hate conflict. Always have. Then another guy at the table offered to swap so the couple could sit together across from me. The partner plopped his pregnant partner down, pointed in my face, and laughed mockingly. I just stared out the window, trying to keep it together. Eventually, the ticket inspector came by, checked their tickets, and told them to move to their actual seats. Another passenger had apparently complained on my behalf, and the inspector asked if I was okay. I nodded, but I was rattled. The whole ride, I kept replaying it. Was I wrong to stand my ground? Should I have given up my seat because she was pregnant? I felt awful imagining her discomfort, but I'd booked that seat for a reason. My heart condition isn't something I talk about much. It's not a visible disability, but it's real. Standing for hours could have left me dizzy or worse. I tried to be polite, but her partner's aggression made it so hard to stay calm. I keep wondering if I escalated things by mentioning his tone, or if I should have just walked away and hoped for another seat. The guilt's been eating at me, especially since I know how tough pregnancy can be. But I also feel like they were trying to guilt me into giving up what I'd rightfully reserved. Looking back, I've learned something about myself. I tend to let anxiety and overthinking make me doubt my decisions. I went into this thinking I'd done something wrong, but maybe I was just standing up for myself. It's new for me. I'm usually such a people pleaser. The support from that other passenger and the inspector helped me feel less alone, but I'm still working on trusting my instincts. It was a stressful mess, and I'm just glad it's over. Am I the asshole for insisting on my reserved train seat? Thanks for listening, and if you want to hear more interesting stories, just click the link below.